All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's a tough one, but something we've probably all dealt with, the fake friend. We're going to break down exactly what the warning signs are so you can protect your energy and pour it into the people who actually show up for you.
You know that feeling, right? You hang out with a friend, but afterwards, instead of feeling good, you just feel drained or empty or maybe even a little bit used. It's confusing and you start to wonder if it's you. But what if it's not you at all? What if it's the friendship itself? So what even is a fake friend really? Look, it's not about one bad day or a simple argument. It's a whole pattern of behavior. And at the end of the day, it all boils down to this. For them, the friendship is a transaction. They're focused on what you can do for them, not on who you are as a person.
Okay, so how do you know the difference? Is it just a rough patch, or is it a genuinely toxic connection? Well, we've got 7 major red flags to look out for. Think of this next part as your own personal guide for spotting a one-sided friendship before it completely burns you out.
The first red flag is a big one. I mean, it's huge because it cuts right to the absolute heart of what friendship should be about: trust.
And listen, this isn't just some harmless, casual gossip. A fake friend will take the things you tell them in confidence, your secrets, your vulnerabilities, and they'll use them as social ammo, spreading rumors the second you walk away.
And that really says it all, doesn't it? A real friendship is supposed to be your safe space. Betraying that trust isn't an accident, it's a deliberate choice to humiliate you, and it's designed to tear you down. So, breaking your trust is one thing, but what happens when things get real? When the pressure's on? Well, that brings us to red flag number 2, which is all about loyalty. Or, the complete and total lack of it. Just picture it, you're in a tough spot, and instead of having your back, your so-called friend immediately throws you under the bus to save themselves. They won't defend you, they won't stick up for you, they'll just point the finger straight at you.
And this is where the difference becomes crystal clear, right? A real friend steps up, they're your ally. A fake friend, they see you as collateral damage, someone who can easily be sacrificed to protect themselves. For them, the friendship just isn't worth the risk.
This lack of loyalty usually goes hand in hand with a total lack of respect for your time, which brings us to red flag number 3. They are just completely unreliable.
Ugh, we've all had this friend. You make plans, you get excited, and then, boom, you get that last-minute text saying they can't make it, if you even get a text at all. When it becomes a pattern, the message is pretty loud and clear. They are not someone you can count on.
Okay, red flag number 4. This one hits that really painful feeling of being on the outside looking in.
You see it on social media, you hear the stories later, everyone was hanging out but you. It's that classic, oops, I forgot to invite you move. And what really stings is the lack of reciprocity. You might always make the effort to include them, but that favor is almost never returned.
Now for our 5th sign, and with this one, that transactional, what can you do for me vibe becomes pretty much impossible to ignore.
You might not hear from them for weeks, maybe even months. Total radio silence. Then suddenly, your phone rings. They don't ask how you are, what you've been up to. Nope, they jump straight into what they need from you. At that moment, you're not a friend. You're just a means to an end.
Does that sound familiar? That, hey, long time no see, but text is the classic opener. It's a dead giveaway that they don't see you as a person to connect with, just a problem they need you to solve for them. And once they get what they want, they'll disappear again until the next time they need something.
Our 6th red flag is way more subtle, and it can be really confusing because it's often disguised as a joke or even a compliment.
This is basically an insult wearing a compliment costume. It's their way of subtly putting you down, and a lot of the time, it comes from a place of jealousy or their own insecurity. It lets them take a little jab at your confidence while pretending it's all in good fun. Yeah, just look at this classic example. Phrases like this are designed to sound like praise, but there's always a hidden message, a little criticism tucked inside. It's a compliment with a sting that's meant to put you in your place.
And our final red flag pretty much ties all of these other behaviors together. It's all about the conversation, or more specifically, the fact that it's a complete one-way street. The conversation is always a monologue about their life, their problems, their successes. The minute you try to share something about yourself, it's like they just tune out. They seem self-absorbed, inconsiderate, and they show absolutely zero genuine interest in you or your life.
Okay, so we've spent a lot of time on the red flags, but spotting what's wrong is only half the battle, right? So now let's flip the script. Let's focus on what a real, healthy friendship actually looks and feels like.
A real friendship is built on 4 solid pillars. Honesty, so you can be yourself. Trust, so you feel safe. Genuine care, so you know they actually have your back. And mutual respect, which makes sure the relationship is a partnership, not a dictatorship. And no surprise, these are the very things a fake friendship is always missing.
So as we finish up, I want to leave you with this question. Identifying a fake friend is about protecting your peace, for sure. But the next, and maybe even more powerful step, is to actively nurture the friendships that fill you up. So think about it. Who is that person for you? How can you invest in that connection? Your energy is valuable. Spend it wisely. Thanks for hanging out with us.